Hi everybody, thank you all for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you the final one in the series of the Archives set from Paul McCartney that I had yet to get. This one I didn't have yet. It's the Red Rose Speedway edition. And I still have the corners on here, the cardboard and such. So I'm going to have to remove those right now. So let's do that. Yeah. You know, the Red Rose Speedway album, these days it gets a lot of love. It's never been one of my favorites. That's the reason why it's the last one that I got around to picking up. I've never been a fan of the Red Rose Speedway album. I'm still not. Yeah, I can think of a lot of my friends who really like this one. But I always thought that at this particular time in Paul McCartney's career, he was trying to get it together, you know, still trying to find his way, you know, with McCartney and Ram, Wildlife, and he was doing all sorts of experimenting in different sounds, home doodles, as I call it, doodling around. It wasn't until Band on the Run after this that I think he really came into his own. But that's not to say that I don't like some tracks on this album, because I certainly do. All right, so... Okay, on the back of it, we got this nice photo of Paul there, an alternate shot. All right. Take off this cardboard. You know, I gotta say, they housed them nice in this to protect them, but for what it's worth, Amazon sent me this really loose. It was a big box. They shoved this in a big box, just a couple of little air balloons in there. Didn't really do a lot of protection. That's a rant for another day. The back, look at that. Beautiful back. That picture that we saw earlier. And there we go. There's the side. Yeah, they did a real good job with this one. This one, another reason why I put off getting this till now is because the price of this is really high. And it came down a little bit. I finally caught it at a time when it was down enough that I said, yeah, I'll splurge now. It's not really much splurging, as much as it would have been. Okay, I'm going to take everything out here. There's the outer box. One of the nicest of the boxes, I think, that we have. Nice design on there. Okay. First thing I see here is Wings Over Morocco. I'm going to do them in the order which I have them. Wow. Some nice pictures in here. One thing about this album, I will say, is that when this was reissued, they put it out with a double record set. This was originally supposed to be a 2-record set. I guess the record companies narrowed it down to 1. And the 2-record set, to me, made me appreciate this album more. A couple of factors. First of all, the sequencing was different. I like the sequencing that they put on the 2-record version of this. I got that on vinyl. You can get that one too. Yeah, so I like the different sequencing that they used, and also some tracks that were not on the final album that came out in 1973. So, very nice, this one. And now we have the Bruce Mcmaster show, which I've still never seen, and I'm not really that eager to see, to tell you the truth. Oh, we got a loose disc here. Bruce Mcmaster show. I don't think... I saw clips of it, didn't think it was very good, but I could feel some loose stuff shifting around in here. So, I guess they're discs that have come loose. Now we got to try to figure out how to open it. Open the flaps from there. The original unreleased edit of the Bruce Mcmaster show. Original sketches by Paul McCartney. Dialogue sheets. Oh, okay. Well, it's not loose. I stand corrected. As you open it, you've got discs in here. There's a disc there. Disc here. The sketches and the booklet. This is what was rattling around, so... not a problem. We won't show every single one, but this is Paul's sketches. Funny how these are reproduced. They look like the real thing, you know. when you're looking at it. Looks like an actual real drawing and cartoon. Not all of these I'm going to probably be able to show, but so let's just leave that be for a while, for a moment. Let's get to the discs that are in here. And also I should have mentioned from the top that a lot of you have seen this already. This is old. The Bruce McMaster show. This is a Blu-ray. A lot of you have seen this already. This is something that's been out for a few years now already, this box set. This is not new. As I said, I put off getting it. And the other one here is a DVD, the DVD of the Bruce McMaster show, okay? So I'm going to have to get this on and give it my view and opinion. So I'll do that at some point. All right. And I guess this is just the dialogue sheets where you get all the words from the performance, from the act, the play, the show, whatever word you want to use. All right, here we've got the book. You know, and a lot of people, I always say this when I open this, any of these archives series of McCartney, people say, well, you know, I don't really need the book. I don't want a book. I just want the music. Well, then buy the, you know, $13, $15 CD or something, a $12 CD. You know, I really like this. The book, it always means a lot to me. So let's go. You know, hard to show books unless you lay them flat on the table, which I do from time to time. But these things with the stories that are in here, the information, plus the photos of the recordings and whatever was going on at that time. There's alternates for the cover, I guess. You know, absolutely invaluable as far as I'm concerned. These are very important to have. I wouldn't be without them. There's so many photos in here. It's always a pity that you can't go to every single one, you know. I like every album in Paul's series, in Paul's catalog, being represented like this, a deluxe edition. I think it's great. There's the Red Rose Speedway, which is going to have the discs. All right. All right, let's open it up. Oops. Sorry about that. This happens all the time. Got these cards. You know, the download cards. And you know what I say about those download cards, right? I don't really download stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, I keep these in the set because, you know, they're part of the collection. But really, these are just good for picking my teeth with, you know. Maybe picking some stuff out between the toes, stuff like that. So, I don't know. Oh, man. So anyway, yeah, these are all housed in here. And, you know, the stuff you get in here, first you get the remastered album, the 1973 album, the original album remastered, of course, and that's good. Then after that, you get the remastered double album, which I said. So you got the remastered single album, then a remastered double album, which has different sequencing of what we know already from the regular album, but also with some new tracks, which is great. And then bonus audio. Bonus audio includes Mary Had a Little Lamb, Little Woman Love. This is the singles and so forth. Hi, 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 Sea Moon, Live and Let Die, Get on the Right Thing, an early mix, Little Lamb Dragonfly, early mix, Little Woman Love, early mix, 1882, a home recording, Big Barn Bed, rough mix. It's one of my favorite tracks on here, Big Barn Bed. The Mess, Thank You, Darling, Mary Had a Little Lamb, rough mix. Then we have a couple of more versions of 1882. One of them's Live in Berlin. Jazz Street, and Live and Let Die, group only, take 10. And then we have a bonus video. The bonus video has Hi, 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 the film, Sea Moon, the film. Then we have 4 versions of Mary Had a Little Lamb, as if we need 4. But hey, I like to have them all, but I'm just saying, you know, that song is not one of my favorites. We have Mary Had a Little Lamb, video 1, Countryside. Video 2, Desert. Video 3, In the Barn. And video 4, Psychedelic. Then we have a video also for My Love. We have the James Paul McCartney 1973 television special, which is good to have this released. So this delivers the goods. I say the price that they're charging for this, although I got it cheaper because I didn't want to pay the biggest price. They give you a lot of stuff in this one. So you also have Live and Let Die, live in Liverpool. And then you have a Newcastle interview. So let me just, that's really what we got. But I think I'll show you just the discs if anybody wants to stay tuned a little bit more. Here's Red Rose Speedway, the remastered album, actual album on a nice looking disc. Then we've got Red Rose Speedway, which I can't really read the bottom. I'm guessing this is the double album remaster. This is pretty cool. It's a shame that I no longer have a CD player. I just managed to get another pre-owned car. It's not a new car, but it's a pre-owned car. But this pre-owned car does not have a CD player in it. I usually would go right out now and take a ride in the nice weather and enjoy, but that's not going to happen until I buy a portable one. Here's bonus audio. And the last disc that I'll show is another bonus disc, the bonus videos. Looks like we got Marilyn Monroe there, right? Looks like. And that's it, folks. Yeah, I'm so glad that I finally got a hold of this because, as I say, it's the only archive edition that I needed. Now, we're hoping we get more. I am especially waiting for Back to the Egg. One of my favorite Wings albums, Back to the Egg, no doubt, gotta have it. And in addition to Back to the Egg, I'm looking for London Town. Hopefully London Town and Back to the Egg will be the next 2. For those who are going to ask, no, I haven't heard any word on them. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Have a great morning, noon, or night, whatever time you're watching this.